Hey guys, how you doing? Henry at Mowers and Blowers. So I woke up today and after you guys saw what I did yesterday about putting that LT1000 buttoning up the finishing touches on that thing, right? So I parked everything down and then I thought to myself, hey man, what a freaking relief, right? I don't really have that much to do anymore. Don't really have a whole lot of stuff. So I said, I still have those 2 decks in the garage. I know that I could still make 1 good deck out of those 2. And then maybe if I had more time, which I will, right? I'll put that deck on that Craftsman Lt1000 that doesn't have a deck. Even though it doesn't have the hangers to the shift heightening mechanism, right? Maybe I would try to tackle it. So as soon as I was gonna get ready to go into the garage and start putting those 2 decks together, right? Some dude saw my ad on Craigslist, because I put an ad up saying, I've got all these LT1000 parts, I've got Cub Cadet parts. If you need a part, a wheel, a bracket, a pulley, whatever, I got it, right? And so these guys actually texted me and says, hey, I'm interested in those 2 decks and maybe your LT1000 hood. So I said, cool, I'm around all day, you want to come by? So they come by and we're walking around my hoard, right? We're looking around and stuff. And this is what he points out. So we walk over here, right? And this guy Larry, who came by with his friend Bob, right? He points out to me that they're trying to put this LT1000 of their own together, right? And he points out to me, he goes, hey, your button over here on your height lever is busted, right? And I says, yeah, I know, but it still works, right? It just pops up like that, right? And he says, well, that's an easy fix. And I said, really? I've never even thought about trying to fix that thing because A, it works. Yeah, it does stick up and wiggle a little bit, but I mean, I'm going to sell this tractor as is. I'm not really too worried about it. He's like, okay, but it's a really easy fix. I says, really? How easy? And so he's telling me how to do it, right? And I'm like, we start talking some more, and the guy's a wrencher himself. And I says, you know what? I actually have a spare assembly there. So here's the extra assembly. As you guys saw, I completely tore down LT1000 number 3. So this is a good working height adjustment lever, right? And hey, this is Larry and Bob.
Good morning.
I told them that they were going to be on camera today and they weren't really prepared, but they were open to the fact of being on a video. So Larry, you said that you've done this before?
We just did it like 2 days ago.
Yeah, on the same tractor?
LT1000, yeah. Same exact shift lever.
Larry says that this is going to be interesting because he's looked through YouTube and nobody has a video about how to fix the push button disengagement height lever for the mower deck. Adjustment thing.
The deck lever.
So Bob, what do we have to do first? Because I think both of you said that you both worked on this before?
Yes.
So this is the button right there, right?
Yes.
And Larry, why don't you tell them how you removed it from that thing? Because we got to remove that button first, right? And put it on the good one.
Yes. When it was intact, this spring, which sits in here, goes down to the cable. And
So,
you just
so the cable is not really a metal shaft, but is it an actual cable, like a brake cable or control cable?
It's a braided cable.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
It's a thick gauge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And you screw that back onto the cable till it seats, and that gives you your
Up and down movement.
up and down motion.
You said something about the pin on the bottom there?
Yeah, step
Yes.
number 1 is you have to lubricate the pin with a little liquid wrench. Give it maybe 10 minutes to
Hey, Bob,
absorb.
we don't use liquid wrench around here.
Oh.
Liquid wrench is a GUNK product.
I like
Right.
energy.
My sponsors over here at Lucas Oil Products has the best penetrating oil, and we're going to use that today.
Makes sense.
Okay, so we're going to hit it.
Now you're screwing up my lawn.
Yeah.
And
And we'll let it sit for a little bit,
yeah.
All right, we're going to let it sit for a little bit.
and we'll hit the other one too, so it'll come out easier.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put the Lucas penetrating oil
Yeah, baby!
on this nut too. To loosen it up,
The pin.
this pin.
Yeah.
It'll come out easier.
So we should wait a little while, see if it works.
Absolutely.
Don't you think we should get like a hammer so that we can bang the pin out?
Nah, that's you start distorting.
Oh, right. So then if you balloon it out and make it mushroom out, it won't come out the other end. I gotcha. So you don't even have to remove that lever at all?
No.
No kidding.
Nope, keep it right in place, right where it is.
This is great, guys. This is good content for the video. I think you have to pull the lever back so that it releases the tension off the button, right? There you go.
See, now it's looser, easier to work on.
Cool. All right, so we're going to wait a few seconds and let this Lucas oil penetrating oil work. So while we were just waiting for that penetrating oil to work, right, I wanted to ask these guys, I said, hey, where are you guys from again? They're like, oh, Hauppauge. And I said, it's Hauppauge. Well, the real way to say it is Hauppauge, right? But for the Long Island accent, it's Hauppauge, right? A little tidbit about Long Island, you guys know that's where I'm from, right? Is that Long Island is actually part of, Manhattan and all that. It's all connected together. I mean, Manhattan's not really connected, but except by a bridge. But the whole deal was from the Native Americans back then, right? So John Smith was the one who bought the island, right? And obviously, Long Island has a lot of Native American names like Hauppauge, Yaphank, Nisconset, right? Patchogue. Name a few more.
Probably like Spion.
Massapequa. Massapequa is another Native American name. So there's a lot of history behind it. And while we were talking about it, Bob, how did Hauppauge become Hauppauge and the Smithtown thing? It's very interesting about the bull.
Yeah, it's basically the bull. John Smith made an arrangement with the Indians that he would take a bull out, encircle an area, and they would give him that piece of land for costume jewelry or whatever.
So that's how they mapped out the area for Hauppauge itself, is that the
Smithtown.
bull was following...
He had to ride it though.
Who had to ride it?
Smith had to ride the bull and stay on it, and as long as he did, he got that area.
But the reasoning behind John Smith the day earlier took a cow in heat and circled the area that he wanted with the cow. So obviously the bull was going to follow the scent of the female. So he was 100% sure he was going to get that piece of land that he wanted.
You can't really make up a story like that. It really is a very interesting story, So thank these guys for teaching me a little bit more about Hauppauge. I know nothing about hunting. So while we were waiting for the penetrating oil to, work, right? Bob over here says, should we hit it with another shot of that penetrating Earl? And I said, did you just say Earl? Because I say Earl. It was awesome. All right, Larry, we've been waiting for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, talking about bulls and Hauppauge and American Indians and all that other jazz.
You want to get to it?
Yeah, baby. I mean, if you think it'll be cool, hey, you're the teacher today. And because honestly, I had no inclination of spending any time working on the damn button. But if you know how to fix the button, I'm sure it'll make a very good video for other people who are saying, hey, honey, I can't find any videos on how to fix that goddamn button.
And I couldn't, and I looked, So this is perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so we unscrewed this counterclockwise. Okay.
Wait a minute, I apologize for saying goddamn, because there was this one subscriber recently when they heard me say goddamn, they said, Henry, you're a much nicer person than to use that type of language, so I apologize. I won't use the word goddamn.
Gosh darn you, Henry.
Gee willikers.
Okay, so we took the depressor out. Mm-hmm. Now what we're going to do is try to get this on here as tight as we can.
Do it sideways.
Do it sideways, Bob tells me to do.
But if you do it sideways, you have no leverage on pulling it laterally.
We're going to tighten these up a little bit.
Did you guys like that word that I used? Laterally?
Yeah.
It's an engineering term. For you guys who don't know, I went to the University of Massachusetts for mechanical engineering. And that's why I know engineering terms. By the way, I did terrible in that school because it was all calculus and statistics and physics and chemistry, and honestly, it was pretty difficult. Almost as difficult as the time that Larry is having right now, getting that pin out. I don't know, bro. It doesn't look like... I think we should hit it with a hammer on the other side.
Well, hitting it with a hammer might loosen it a little bit, but it won't get it out.
Yeah, and because they said that if you hit it with a hammer on that other end, right, it'll kind of mushroom out and then you'll never get it out. Almost similar to trying to get a wheel off of a transaxle. If you keep banging it, right, and pulling the wheel at the same time, it'll mushroom out and you'll never get it off. And you have to end up grinding it down and stuff. So look, we're going to work on getting this thing out and we'll show you the product.
I think the vice grip would be the best way to go. But if you want to try using that screwdriver or punch and a hammer and see what happens.
Because that vice grip, Larry, where is it made?
China.
I've never seen one that has that.
It's like really cheap and it doesn't really grip that well. And well, pretty much everything's made in China.
If it was flatter, it would work better.
Yeah.
You want to try?
You know what I did? Why don't you try that that spike thing and like at least this way, if you bang it, it won't like mushroom it. You know what I'm saying? If you just bang it in that.
That's a fine tip. Yeah,
If you just shove it in the middle and just bang it some more, maybe it'll come out.
Ha! Are you kidding me?
Boom! Just like that, man. Awesome.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it came out great, but honestly, you said this whole thing was easy.
That was easy. Now
we're only gonna go get the pin. Oh,
let's show the cable.
Ooh.
This is the cable and how it should look.
Oh. Oh, interesting. Let me feel that. Oh, you know what? This is almost like the same thing where, like a throttle cable, you would have the wire on the inner part of the throttle cable. It feels just like that without the inner cable.
Push button.
In my pocket.
Okay.
Hey, is that a push button in your pocket, Bob, or you just have this?
Can you see that?
Yes, I saw that.
Okay, so this will just thread back on here nice.
Hey, guys, I just want to remind you, I just met these dudes this morning. This is how it is in Long Island. When you kind of click with somebody, you know, you understand each other, you know, you become friends really quickly, and people in Long Island are very friendly and nice. Now remember, I'm Asian, right?
You're Asian?
Oh. You see, he doesn't even think anything, he doesn't look at people with color. All right, so we're at the tractor now, and I guess we got to get the pin out of that. Now this, I'm thinking, is going to be tougher because, you know, we don't have access to the middle part, the other side of the pin like we did over there, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking this is going to be tougher. But hey, I'm just watching. I've never done this before. Are you going to bang it in through that way?
Oh, I can't get in from the inside.
Well, if we removed the gas tank, we could.
We could.
And we did that with ours.
Although I'll probably be able to get my hand in there and fish it out. Unless you got a little magnet.
I do, but we can get our hand in there to get it out.
All right, let's pray for powder here. Let's go.
Hey, it looked like it was moving a little. Hey, it's moving. I see it moving, bro. But it's I have to depress it a little. It looked like it was moving. No, it doesn't.
Give it one more shot of Lucas penetrating oil.
There you go. Look at that. Dudes are shouting out Lucas Oil, man.
They're the best.
See, now that wasn't genuine. You have to use it before you can say it's good. That's how I feel about it. There's stuff that I've tried that doesn't work well. Hey, I just want to do a slight disclaimer here. If he hurts his finger or hand, I take no responsibility of his actions here.
Me neither.
See, now that just doesn't look like it's going to work. Pulling it out like that. There's no way.
Just break the seal. And what's holding it, it should come out.
All right, we'll be back when we get it loose. All right, guys, while we were talking, Larry got it out.
Yeah,
Awesome.
after a little bit of coercion with a hammer and a blunt awl, it popped out.
We were talking about interesting stuff, guys. We're talking about, you know, Larry's mom, my dad, all victims of cancer, and we're talking to Bob about, Bob is a cancer survivor. He had you don't mind me talking about this, do you, Bob?
Not at all.
That he had colon cancer, and he's had colonoscopies 20 years since you were 50, right?
Yep.
And they found it early, so good for you. He's a cancer survivor. Good for you.
Yeah, like 5 or 6 years now.
I'm glad to hear stuff like that because, like I said, I'm sort of a victim of cancer, and I just turned 50, and honestly, I'm a little apprehensive about going to get my colonoscopy for the first time. They got that thing called Colon Guard, where it's a 99% effective test for, it's a non-invasive procedure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that you could get it from your doctor. I think I'm going to try that too, try that first before I get an actual colonoscopy because I'm not at high risk of colon cancer.
Yeah, they have the blood test, and I've had a couple of colonoscopies, and
It's not a pleasant situation.
No.
you're
the worst-
asleep.
The worst part
You're
of
asleep.
this
Is the drink.
The drink.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You know, if the guy's got both his hands on your shoulders, then you get worried. Okay? All right, so now that the pin is out,
You got the pin out.
this whole mechanism with the spring comes out. Now you
Awesome.
see how this is jacked up. Somebody over-tightened it.
Jacked up. Why the police always trying to jack me up, man? That's what I used to hear.
Here's the new one.
Yes, and here's the new one.
I don't know if it's new. Look at. Oh, I see what you're seeing. The cable's kinked.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see.
It
You know
can-
what?
it can be
hold
repaired.
that closer to the camera so they can see the difference there.
You could probably straighten it and...
Cool.
But if you have a spare one, use it. So, would you like to put it in now?
Let's go, baby.
Buy me dinner. Nah.
I'm giving you a good deal on the deck.
Yeah, that's true.
So listen, guys. He came to come and buy my deck. Right. I've got those two decks I was going to put together. So now I'm just going to give them both for $25
Put the spring in.
upon successful completion of this repair.
Did you put the spring in?
No, I did not.
So I'm giving him a great deal on the deck. I mean, I could easily put that deck together, maybe sell it to some schmo for $100 or something like that. But hey, these guys are providing me a service. They're fixing my button. Not that I care too much about the damn button, but it makes for a good video, right? So
Sure does.
not only that, I introduce Larry and Bob to the internet world, and they can be regular characters on the Mowers and Blowers channel. You guys can come over here anytime and mess with my shit.
Oh, you got new friends. You got new friends.
You want the one with the lip on it?
Sure.
Now, is that a better button, though? I want a better button on the shaft.
Absolutely.
That red looks a bit faded than the other one. Are you absolutely sure?
Can you see the difference?
No, I'm just kidding you. I don't care about the button.
Now, don't over-tighten, otherwise you'll just
Do it again.
twist that other spring that we just took so much time and care to get out.
So, your thumb on your left hand, are you holding a pin?
Yeah.
Oh, you are.
Yes, I'm
Do you have to
holding it.
push it in yet, or no?
Look how nice that is. We just have to set the pin in
Oh.
the rest of the way, and
We're
we
good
have
to
a
go.
nice, new, straight.
You know, honestly, you're right. It is a very easy procedure, easy repair. The challenge is to get the pin out, right?
On the one that was off the tractor, it was easier because you can get behind it where there was more pin sticking out. This one was a little bit more difficult.
You can get behind it because it was sticking out?
Well, yes. I think we're getting a little crazy here now, but,
You started it.
but basically, once this is set, you're all done with your repair.
Fantastic. Hey, maybe Larry and Bob will start their own YouTube channel, huh? Or will they just be new characters on the Mowers and Blowers channel?
That could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to see these two fellas again.
Absolutely.
They're going to text me someday and go, "Hey, yo, Henry, you got a front end to a Cub Cadet?" I says, "Do you want lawn tractor or garden tractor?" He goes, "Oh, yeah? What's the freaking difference between a lawn tractor and a garden tractor?"
Go ahead, educate me. I really don't know.
Wait, you seriously don't know?
No.
But you're a tractor guy.
I stick to pretty much Craftsman and whatnot.
All right, well, actually, I just learned this recently from some of my subscribers. That pain in the ass Scott Keller always giving me shit about how you designate tractors. But basically, Pete Lombardi taught me. Says that garden tractors have a heavy-duty transmission, And they have the 4 lugs. If you look at that Cub Cadet over there,
Yeah.
it's got 4 lugs on the rear wheels.
Okay.
It's because it's a heavy-duty transmission. So designed for pulling, hydraulic pumps, loaders, front end, rear end, diggers, and all that stuff. And so the transmission's very heavy-duty. So all the torque involved in the transmission, you need to drive the wheels properly. So instead of a one transaxle hub, you know what I'm saying? One axle hub, it goes into a multiple lugs. Like some have 5 lugs, some have 4 lugs. Some have 3 lugs, you know? Like ATVs, I believe, have 3 lugs.
That thing looks like it's got a drive shaft.
It is. It's a drive shaft. It's a horizontal shaft. And by the way, fellas, if you guys would know that I have a video series on that Cub Cadet, the Noah Syndergaard one, and how I got the...
Noah Syndergaard?
It's funny. I bought it. That tractor's actually I bought from Noah Syndergaard.
For real?
Yeah. I have a video on it. You gotta check it out. On Mowers and Blowers. You guys who follow my channel, you should also follow my Instagram, @MowersBlowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. That's what she said. Of course, I'm still recording. He said, depress it again. I says, that's what she said. We're having a good time, fellers. He's just going to try to bang that in the hole.
Okay, we set the pin in to a proper depth where it's going to definitely catch in these gear teeth here. Operates nice.
Nice.
Nice and straight. Now our friend will get an extra $50 out of this tractor because not only does it look good, it operates well.
That's all horse shit. Nobody would even notice the damn button. But anyways, he looks like he'd be a good teacher in this stuff.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate that.
Hey, guys, it was a pleasure, A, meeting you, B, doing a video with you guys together, and C, teaching America, Canada, and the United Kingdom how to properly replace the push button on the height adjusting mechanism for the mower deck on a Craftsman Lt1000 lawn tractor.
Good luck, America.
Really appreciate you guys, man, and giving you a great deal on that damn deck. You remember me. Yep. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, support my channel. Buy a sticker. Also, follow me on Instagram @MowersBlowers. Check out my website, mowersblowers.com. See you guys on my next project. Have a great day.